Hi guys, this is David Schrader. I am the writer-director of NoHo, and I'm joined by some very special guests, people that I haven't seen in a long time. They can introduce themselves, but why don't we go around the horn? Who else is here with me?
Lee
Hey.
Spencer.
Go ahead, Lee.
Hey, it's Elisa Van Arnhem, who's Elisa Garver in this movie, and I play Tamara.
Steve.
Hi, I'm Paul Muterspaugh Raven, and I play the part of Tolo.
Steve, why don't you introduce yourself since we're seeing you on screen now?
Oh yeah. Steve Marca, and I play.
Harvey Davenport. And Lee.
Yes, I'm playing Devereaux, and I have yet to appear.
I played Quinn Whiteman, which was just a really on-the-nose name. So as you can see, this is black and white now because it looked so bad in color. I really thought if we just drained it of its color, it would look a little more artistic.
This was pre-color. They didn't have color back when.
It didn't. And you also notice we have credits now, guys. We couldn't afford, Tony, if you remember, to actually put credits on the film because it was expensive to do that back then.
Yeah.
I guess they couldn't afford my introduction either because I didn't get a chance to introduce myself.
Oh, that's right. You're very important. You're very important, Tony. Why don't you introduce yourself? What did you have to do with this movie?
I believe I was the producer of the movie.
The real producer.
The real producer, right?
I tried to look up Ann West, who played your roommate, Elisa Midal, but I don't know if anyone knows her or whatever, but I couldn't track her down anywhere.
That's a tough name.
Yeah, it's kind of basic.
I always love this intro because it shows so many familiar haunts for all of us.
That are not there probably anymore.
A lot of them are not there anymore.
Steve, is Sittons still there?
What?
Sittons?
It is. I don't think it's Sittons anymore. I think they finally changed.
Okay.
Guarantee that waitress that waited on us at Sittons isn't there anymore.
I wouldn't bet on that, Paul. You never know.
Who's that guy?
Hey.
He's so good.
He was good. He was a real character actor.
He really was. You guys, you cast so many really good character actors.
We did.
Wait, David, how many speaking parts are in No?
There's 50 speaking parts in this movie.
Oh my goodness.
And actually, there's more than that. That's doesn't include like people that were just had one or two lines or whatever. There's like 50 actual roles.
What was the budget on actor payroll for this?
Tony, do you remember? I'm trying to think. Well, we did pay the actors something, I think. No, a little something.
It was pizza. You paid us in pizza.
And bagels.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The key to a low budget production is food, and that's always been the case.
I do remember the crew saying that they ate pretty well. We did try to keep everyone fed well. And
Oh yeah.
this is my brother Dan, who I look at now. I mean, he was 28 when he did this, and I looked at him as being so much older. He was an old guy. Like, what are you doing in this movie?
Yeah.
Yep. And there's
And
Matt Braun.
Matt Braun.
He was the
That's
DP.
our right?
What'd you say?
He's the DP?
That's our
Yeah, he's our DP. He did a better job in this scene as an actor than he did shooting the whole film.
I do remember thinking that the liquor store that we just shot at, like randomly, and didn't have time to light, was the best lit thing in the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, so Dave, since we're near the top of the movie, just say briefly why you wanted to do this and what you were writing, what you're going for.
I had done a couple short films in film school at like Pasadena City College, and they were just like little black and white things. And I remember, I don't know who gave me the advice, but it was like, if you want to do something, you have to do something yourself and just kind of don't wait around. And this was kind of around the time as El Mariachi, remember, like I think he shot it for like $5,000 or something. And it was when indie film was still like a thing, kind of like up and coming. In fact, we went to the market, Tony, the year after Clerks was there, and they called us the next Clerks, and we had meetings at New Line and Miramax, and and October Films, and we showed the long form trailer, and I was like, this is it. It's going to finally happen. Finally happened. I was 25, but it was just an idea to do something myself, even though I didn't really know what I was doing. Tony was really instrumental in getting that done because he produced some films before. And I wanted to showcase people like Steve was so funny because I lived with them, and you guys, that it was nice to kind of put everyone in the movie and show that. And, I used to kind of poo-poo the thing years after, like, I don't want to see it, and it's so raw or whatever. But watching it again, I really have like an affinity for it. I like it a lot. I think there's some really funny stuff in it. If it looked better, I think it would have done much better. Like, I think if this looked as good as Swingers looked, I think it could have been something like that. But especially the color version, it is so like hard to watch. We had 2 reviews, and one said it was hilarious, like Film Threat called it hilarious, and LA Weekly said it was like porn without the sex.
Yeah.
Best review I've ever heard. That's just magnificent.
Right?
I love that.
It kind of was a little like that, but it was like the original Mumblecore. Except it was scripted. It seemed meandering, but there still was a story, and I don't know. I stand by how funny it is. I think it's still really, really funny.
It's really funny. It is really funny.
And the characters are great. Like, you were great, and you were probably like underwritten as far as one of the main characters, but you brought so much to it. And all the side characters, like Ann, we were talking about Ann West as Midol. She was really, really good and really funny.
Well, when you think about a film too, like a low budget film, the one thing you always think from a production standpoint is just reduce the number of locations and keep it really simple. Try to reduce the number of actors and size. So I'm glad you accomplished, because I think originally you had about 150 actors or so in there. I think so. We really whittled it down. It was great. Yeah.
Well, we had 20 locations too, and I think we shot it in 10 to 11 days, 12 days, something like that. And it was all on credit cards for like 10 grand. And this is back, kids, if you're watching or listening, that you had to shoot on film.
That's a fax machine.
Yeah. Here we go. There's a lot of that in here. There's a payphone. There's a fax machine.
Well, you're right, and we forget that now because we shoot on digital. But back then, you were probably sweating bullets. How many? Remember that pool scene? We'll get to it. We talk about it. But we got wet, and it was like, and you were mad at Matt because he had shot the film, and we weren't quite ready, or something like that. And the point is, we waste film. Yeah.
Well, I remember when Dave would yell "roll camera." In my mind, I would just be thinking, man, don't blow your line because we don't have much film to shoot here.
Well, we shot.
Was it all done on just like 1 or 2 takes too? I mean, we didn't do many takes.
We didn't do more than 3 takes on anything. And a lot of times it was 1 take, and then I think this was around the time Ed Wood came out, and we used to do the line like, cut, it was perfect, It's like, well, he ran into the wall. It's like, well, we don't have time. We're just going to keep moving.
I remember also we got the film by pretending like we were all students and going in and getting from Ag Club. Remember, we were going in, like we'd go in, send everybody in to get like a free roll of film.
Like 800 feet at a time. So we would, we wouldn't have large reels. So here's Lee's first scene as.
There's all that in the early 90s hair.
And the socks. The socks.
Steve's, the reason he's holding the football like that is because we lost the football.
That's right. I remember that.
He just like pretended like it was there, and we threw the line and like, well, where's the football? It's in here. I'm keeping it clean.
I remember that. This is one of my favorite scenes in the whole thing. It's so random.
What do you say, Steve?
It happened in the park, right?
Yeah, this happened for real. This is one of the things this is almost verbatim, like in real life. Obviously, this is before cell phones, so a woman come up to you and asking for a telephone was really bizarre back then.
Well, and the guy who's there is a Greek guy named Nick.
Nick, like Papadopoulos.
Yeah, he was actually a pretty talented writer as well.
Yeah, I remember that. He's a super nice guy.
Yep.
And he comes after Steve. Oh, my heart.
It's what happened with Dave and I.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, he really brought it there. I thought he was actually going to go after Steve.
Yeah.
But it's just an obscure scene. It's like, even though this happened, it really is kind of like, you're kind of like, what is this? This is like,
there's another couple dozen obscure scenes coming up.
That's what I'm saying. that is this. It really is. It sets the stage for like, yes, you live in a bizarre place, which is what the next line is your place really sucks, you know. And
some might say it's an unending stream of obscure scenes.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
I think Steve called him a Cro-Magnon, and I thought Cro-Magnon was the way to pronounce it. And I remember him telling me, no, Cro-Magnon is the proper pronunciation.
That's great.
Yeah, it's important to get that right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome.
Why Devereaux? Why'd you use that name? And why'd you use, and what was Paul's name?
Oliver. Yeah, where'd you come up with those?
I cannot remember why, but I still think we had the best character names of any movie that's ever been out.
That's probably true. You're right.
Well, Harvey's last name was Davenport, and I wanted that to represent that couch that we lived on, and
Pangea.
Pangea. That's right. And you saw it in an earlier scene. We get up, and it's just indented, you know.
Yeah. When I look at these guys, that I always thought with this party scene that we were never really invited to parties. We just heard about it from somebody else and showed up.
I think so. And this is, Lee says this party sucks. They're playing REO Speedwagon in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite lines.
Yeah. That's awesome.
You guys, I was trying to think. I met.
Oh, this is our backyard.
Yeah, and this we pretended was Odyssey Video, but it was actually a store in,
Right.
I think, Studio City or somewhere else.
You got all the video scenes that one night, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Who was the guy who played the video manager?
Jim Ryan plays the clerk, and he went on for like a decade or two writing on Jeopardy. Like his career was like writing things on Jeopardy. But he was great in this.
He was great too. I mean, you guys just did such a good job with casting.
Yeah. What about Scott? We'll see him in the condom scene.
He's the other clerk.
I haven't talked to Scott in forever.
I looked him up and I saw Scott now. I became friends with him on Facebook just recently because like I was going through this, and he's in LA somewhere, like a family and everything.
Yeah, cool. God,
so who did the casting? I mean, was it you and Tony together?
Me and Tony mostly, right, Tony?
Yeah.
I think like Pete knew a few people. Like he might have known Carrie, who played the guy that they they're buying drugs later. Like he might have known a few people, and I mean we put people in like Tyra and Becky Meister and just friends of friends and things like that to populate it.
It's a community of all our friends of that era.
I do remember us casting for Elisa when you came in. Remember we did the reading in the backyard of one of the houses or something?
Yeah. Well, the House of Woe. Yeah, that's where we did it.
And yeah.
Elisa, what did you think when you first got in with this crew, like of this film and like these people?
I mean, I thought it was hysterical, and I mean, I think it was right around the time of Clerks, right? I mean,
it was a year after, yeah.
Yeah.
Clerks, yep. Yeah.
To me, it just seemed like it was natural. It was going to be the next Clerks.
He's not kidding. When we were at the New York Film, the festival, the Independent Feature Film Festival in New York, I mean, the reviews were fantastic. Like, people actually really liked it a lot, which was just kind of funny because we were just, I don't know. I mean, it was really neat to see how, they weren't just ignoring it. You know what I mean? It was.
No, well, and it just represented you guys so well. I mean, we all became friends, after that. And this was how you guys are. I mean,
Tony, there's our producer, Tony.
Yeah,
there's Tony Summers.
Hair.
Oh my God.
His famous
line. I forgot you had hair like that, Tony.
It's funny that hat I'm wearing, I remember right before the scene started, I think it was maybe the makeup artist. I just took it off her head and said, you know what, I'm going to wear this for this scene.
That's great.
Yeah, more random shit.
That's how you have to shove everybody in, too. You had all these people in the scene, and you didn't have enough.
My favorite part of this is when we're eating pizza, and all of a sudden, like 4 more people appear.
Yeah. Well,
and
there's a line,
one of us, I think it's Paul, says, or maybe it was Steve. Where do all these people come from? Yeah.
All right, so let's name the people in here. We got Jamie Clegg, we got Becky,
Tyra.
Tyra, that's who I couldn't remember. Tyra.
The blonde that plays, her name is Shusha, but another great name. She was Jim Ryan's wife, the guy that played the clerk at the video store.
Okay.
Golden Boy is
Golden Boy's in it.
Yeah.
That's great.
This is the Prize Patrol. Now we shot this whole scene in like, I think it was the last day, Tony. It was 10.
You have your hat off.
Yeah, I took my.
Where's continuity? Where's continuity in this whole?
Yeah,
Where's the script supervisor?
And that was Keith Caloris at the door, right?
threatening to kill all of us. Like he's going to come back and kill all of us.
That's right.
I think I said it was the Prize Patrol, and Steve's like, it's not the Prize Patrol.
Yeah, exactly.
But we shot all this stuff, the whole pizza thing and everything. I think it was, Tony, like maybe 15 pages of dialogue, and we shot it just all the last day, maybe more.
Yep. Yeah, it was the last shot. You're right.
It was
Yeah.
the last day.
That's right. I remember that now. Wow. Good job.
Look at Paul Raven here, like a matinee idol.
He's sharing some of his deep thoughts there.
And she's mesmerized. That's awesome.
This is another great section here because I think it speaks to what's going on even today, where Lee's character says, I don't think you can escape the fact that most people our age are idiots. And I said, well, why are you singling out our age? Aren't most people idiots? And he goes, yeah, exactly. What are we going to do about it? And he goes, nothing. You just have to like take each day as it comes and hopes tomorrow will be a better day. And Steve's whole thing is like, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, and then here's Steve doing his impression of Clash of the Titans stop motion.
If I remember, this is the Oscar clip that you sent into the Academy. Is that not?
that was the clip.
I think it's better without sound. I love it.
I can't really hear. Can you guys hear Lee's sound for this or no?
I can turn it up if you want.
Turn it up a little bit, just so we have it.
Hey.
There you go. That's good. So right before this scene it's pretty much a straight homage to, of course, Cool Hand Luke, the scene where he eats 50 eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Did all of you guys know that scene before we shot this or no?
Yeah.
I
did.
Elisa, did you know? Of course, you weren't in this scene anyhow, so you didn't give a shit.
Well,
Still didn't know.
still didn't know.
You just said you eat this cow. If you eat 50 slices of pizza, nobody ever eats 50 slices of pizza.
This is such a mumble fest. You're
Well,
so
when
right.
you go
This whole
back here,
movie, I love it though.
though.
Just kind of sitting there mumbling.
Yeah, but how long?
Well, it's a mumble fest, but it's also,
I don't think about it that way.
it's just not clear. Like, the footage is not always so clear, and the audio is not always so clear. So you kind of have to do a little bit of work. You have to like uncover it.
We really get into this pizza eating contest. Paul gets into this scene like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
Well, Tolliver made that bet, and he didn't have the $100 to cover it. So.
That was method acting.
Did Tolliver bet for Dave being
Oh
able
no,
to
he was
eat?
totally.
Oh,
against
no,
me.
all
Being able to
against.
eat? Or no, against.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, he was totally against me. In fact, I believe Lee and Steve are kind of doing a combination of the George. What's his name? The George.
From Cool Hand Luke?
Yeah, what's his name? The famous actor.
Kennedy.
George Kennedy.
Kennedy, yeah.
Yeah, they kind of split that dialogue a little bit, and then Paul was the kind of the jerk that
Yeah,
betted
my
against
boy
him.
says he can eat 50 slices of
That's
pizza.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, there's where did all these
There's extra people. There's more people.
Yeah, there's more people.
So Dave, how many pieces did you actually eat during this scene?
Oh, that's a good question. I think
I want
one.
to say probably just a few because I think we were taking breaks and I was spitting it out. It was really disgusting. It was probably one of the most disgusting things I've ever done. And I've done a lot of disgusting
I was
things.
going to say, really? This is one of the most disgusting things you've ever done.
Hey, do you remember what kind of pizza and what from where?
I think it was Domino's, which made it even worse.
Ew, that's bad.
And you could tell it was cold. Like you look at it like it was already cold.
Yeah. And it had so much in your mouth, too. Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
That was nasty. But also, getting back to what we were talking about before, I was so stressed about it before we even started. I probably lost about 25 pounds before we started filming because I couldn't eat and I was throwing up every day. And in fact, Tony, didn't we have to, after the first day of shooting, we had to take a break because I was so sick?
Yes. I forgot about how much. I forgot how much you were throwing up. Yeah, that's
Who are
right.
all these people, my God, on the periphery.
I don't even know all these people. Like, who are these people?
this was a friend. The guy at the top was a friend of a friend, and then Ulysses in the back was the camera loader. He was the assistant camera.
Okay.
Yeah. Did most of the crew appear at some point in the movie?
I think most.
Yeah, Matt Stone didn't. He didn't go in there.
No.
Yeah, he is. Matt's in it.
Is he?
He's one of the orderlies that pushes Steve.
Oh, that's right.
He
You're
has
right.
a line.
You're right. Okay. Yeah, then I guess everybody did.
So I was so thin that even though I tried to push my stomach out for this scene, like there's just nothing there. If I could only go back now and do it, it would be really appropriate.
You want to recreate NoHo now?
You could do a little CGI. Catch it up a little bit.
This is a good line here when Lee's like, "It's a little old piece of slate. You like pizza?" And I was like, "I don't like it this much."
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's great.
Chew.
Chew.
I love that one. I was like, are you helping him chew now?
Yeah, Paul was
Yeah, that
very-
ground rule wasn't set beforehand. There was
Uh-huh.
help with the chewing.
Yeah. Well, honestly, like, I think there's a lot of funny stuff up to this point, but I don't think the movie started really until after this. Like the next scene where he meets her in the park, like, I think story becomes a little more part of this. A lot of this was just random, like you said, random stuff ahead of time.
You're right.
I mean, it's
Like you said,
World. You're painting the world of
yeah,
North
you establish this pathetic kind of world.
our lives were pretty random back then.
Yeah.
I think Steve said something funny the other day. He's like, "Hey, we should do a sequel of NoHo." I was like, "Yeah, that sounds funny." He goes, "Spoiler alert, they're still losers."
Yeah, exactly. That's right. We haven't moved far from the couch.
Live in the House of Woe.
You
We
could
also
do
had
it
a lot of
again.
gunfire.
Would you introduce Elisa earlier in the script if you could do it again?
I don't think so. I think you get there his desperation for work and for love and meaning, and then I think like she comes in around the right time. What are we at here time wise? Like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Close friends with the Earhart family.
No. But I do think she was remarkable.
Oh yeah.
That statue is still there.
I lived right across the street from that. Right across the, yeah.
You fly.
No. I used to though before.
It's funny. I did a podcast for the comic not that long ago, and they gave me the address to go to, and it's in North Hollywood. And I'm like, man, this sounds familiar. And Steve, it was literally right next door to where we used to live in NoHo. It was I could see where we were during the earthquake and everything, like as we were doing the podcast. It was kind of funny.
And was that Screenland Drive? Was that the road we?
No, well, Screenland was actually Burbank because we got evicted from North Hollywood. I was writing NoHo when we lived in NoHo, and then we had this great party where apparently people were throwing beer bottles off the balcony, Steve, and our landlord came up and was like, "You guys are out of here." He's like screaming at us. We're like, "What? What's the problem?" And when we got evicted, it was perfect because this house in Burbank was even better to film at. We would never been able to film in North Hollywood in an apartment, but the house it was basically like a crack house, as you can see here.
Yeah, that's true.
Steve is drinking the generic light beer and reading the Communist Manifesto.
And this is my room. Like, this is a set.
That's you're right.
That was my room.
Yeah, we saved a lot of money on just not having to do anything at all for the sets. You're right.
People can ask that in the later, like, "Hey, wow, you guys really made it look depressing." I was like, "Yes, we made it look depressing."
That living room was my future room.
That's right. You crashed there for a while.
Yeah, I did.
Great.
Everybody cried.
Like that shot there was a nice tracking shot. Tracking shot. Like for 11 days shooting, like we actually had movement and some other shots that were like, it took time to set that stuff up.
Do you realize, Dave, we had like the most state-of-the-art camera. Remember? We got it from Panavision. We had a Panavision camera that was like top of the line. It would cost $1,000 a day to rent. And we didn't use that very well, but we had one.
You know what though? Technically, it is on film, so we got it on film.
That's right.
So Tony, was this your apartment in this scene?
I think it was Ken and I. Ken.
Ken.
It was Ken.
Ken and Matt Sohn.
Ken and Matt Sohn.
Yeah, wouldn't mind.
And also, was it Scooter? Did he live there?
Maybe. You know, it's all one big blur.
There's Ken in the background on the poster. There's Sundown or Showdown, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when
She jumps out right now. It's just that it's one of the funniest moments.
yeah, that's right.
Hollywood is the devil worshipping capital of the world.
Kill her.
I love all those random kind of things.
Exactly.
We set up that we had gone to the 99-cent store, so we just assumed that that's where she got her little horns.
And even if you hadn't set that up, it was great, you know?
And this, I think, was based on something in real life, too. I saw someone's music collection, and it was just so bad. I was like, that's it.
That's just hysterical. You're like, quiet.
Quiet Riot.
It's very
Ironic.
Seinfeldish of you.
Yeah. You know, Paul, it's funny you say that because there's a lot of Seinfeld influences. It's a film, but I think a lot of this is that 90s Seinfeld kind of feel and talky comedy.
Yeah.
This is brought to you by Yingling.
We also had to put in, I remember, because I think some people on the crew were like, wait, she just invites this guy that she meets in her car to run errands. So we had to put that in, like, I'm surprised that you did that. And she's like, oh, I never really do that. You know, we wanted to make sure that it didn't seem too crazy.
How is anyone not drinking on a Sunday night, by the way?
What?
I got lemonade.
I forgot to bring something to the studio. Oh, this was great.
It was the Bumble.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is great, Lee. You do this so well.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Hey guys, what's up? Nothing much. Same old shit. Hey, you're gonna take it?
And you guys are wearing matching shirts.
Yeah,
They were different colors, though.
Mexican restaurant in New York City I used to work at. And
That's what those shirts are?
I had a green one and an orange one. It's from Caliente Cab Company.
People in the park too. Yeah, well, I thought so.
I mean, look at this wall back here.
I know this
Yeah,
is
I knew-
It was all in the map. There wasn't even a trace.
Classic North Hollywood.
Yeah.
The door there was like, it was held together by termites. It was just, everything was falling apart.
Watch the bottom of your jeans when you walk into the pool. They're already a little wet because this is the scene where you went ballistic when you got in the pool and Matt wasn't ready.
He cut or something.
Dad, I've already gotten my jeans wet. The amount it takes.
I don't even remember that. Wow.
Well, and I'm wondering now if this take is, if they pull back and they're already wet. I'm not sure. And this is the kind of stuff we would do too, like just play pranks on each other. So you just put it in the movie.
Yeah, sure. With it all.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I had a social life. Maybe you could become junkie. Yeah, that'd be good, except you need money.
I just love how content Steve is on not having a job. How content, you know, Harvey is. He just could care less, you know? Just waiting for settlement.
I knew a lot of people like that were waiting for settlements in California. I think this lifestyle was not that odd. Like when we're playing tennis later and you talk about, well, what are all these people doing on a weekday?
Yeah, the phone's hilarious.
So
but Quinn is the only one that really is employed, correct?
That's great.
Yeah, I'm briefly unemployed, but this is my new job with Saul Berry, who was also great. Mike Getz was perfect.
He was amazing.
Yeah,
He was perfect for that role.
he's basically like
Who's that guy?
he's basically Donald J. Weinstein. Like that's his character.
Yeah,
What's he doing now? Do we know?
He's done like spokesperson things, and then he actually manages this woman that's like a jazz singer, and he like arranges the shows and travels around the country. At least he was, but
Wow.
he's always been this old school guy, like a 40s Hollywood type guy. Like that's his thing.
He was an interesting character, you know.
Yeah.
I shared the same birthday as him and Steve.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And here's Michael Getz as Saul Berry and Ken Scott as Timmy Bates.
Yeah, it was great.
Ken was perfect on this as well.
I mean,
He's doing
they were just
Tony
amazing.
Little.
Tony Little. Tim, yeah. And let me say something real quick about the signs, because Tony, if you remember, we had no signs about a week before we were going to shoot. I had no idea what we were going to do. And this old guy comes walking up our sidewalk and it's like, I hear you need a sign maker. And like out of the fog. And we're like, no one advertised for a sign maker, but sure. And he made all these amazing signs for like nothing. Like he did it for free.
Yep. You're exactly right.
So it was kind of like, and he did the Depression Institute sign, this one.
And it's just that simple. That's amazing. Oh, isn't that amazing?
And I love his, when it cuts, how he changes.
Yeah.
And this guy was great too. Victor Bowie played Joel.
The assistant, yeah.
Yeah, he was amazing.
Wife, you gotta be boring. I am Salisbury, a name you'll never forget.
Yeah.
Someday soon.
I like that. Actually, like the coolest character in this movie is like a gay black man, like back in '94. You know, I was worried about looking at the movie after I don't know how many years, and like, oh man, is there going to be like weird jokes or things that don't play anymore? And I'm pretty proud that I think there's only like one kind of semi-questionable joke in the whole movie overall. And I know that you could look at Clerks and maybe some other things, and you know, people might roll their eyes with some of the stuff that you would have in
You're
there.
not going to get banned.
Yeah, and
NoHo is not going to get banned.
even shots like this that are very simple and static, I think there's some symmetry to what ended up on screen. And this happened in real life too, Steve, right?
We dropped it.
Never.
Especially not now. That's serious now.
Yeah, that's a big problem these days.
Yeah, no kidding. Forgot about that.
And that's a great transition there when he said, I'm still getting bigger. And I remember that was just a lucky break that we started on that big phallic light pole and came down.
No.
I'll be king of the infomercial line.
Where did you come up with Saul's car?
That was, the one car was actually Mike's car, and then the other one was Golden Boy's Jaguar. So this was Mike's car.
I'm trying to figure out where we were.
That's at the VA, Tony.
Oh, that's at the VA. Okay, I thought so. Yeah.
We used a lot of those locations all there. That was where we shot the park scene. That's where we shot California Depression Institute. That's where we shot this.
How we got the VA is beyond me. You know what I mean? It just cracks me up. Some of the stuff, the shit that we got. Or did we just guerrilla?
You just made phone calls and eventually talked to Betty, someone, right?
Yeah, and I can't believe she let us shoot there because it's such a hazard. I mean,
and then we put her in the movie. She's like the one that tells Steve that he's got his lobotomy screening coming up.
But I mean, I just felt like if you used a plug wrong, the whole thing was going to blow up. You know what I mean?
Where we shot the Depression stuff was like it was completely condemned.
Yeah, the checkerboard floors.
That was a disturbing place.
Yeah, it was. There wasn't good vibes there.
No, but when we get to that part, you remember the freaky story that happened, right?
No, but you talk about when we come to it.
Okay.
Hey, when he leaves, did you add sound effects to the car?
That was the actual car when he peeled out. I think we might have boosted it some, but that's him peeling out.
It's hilarious.
I can't even.
And then he's the bad guy, so he's allowed to make these kind of off-color jokes.
Yeah.
And I think it's important because then you don't, what ends up happening to him, you don't feel so bad, or you feel like Quinn is justified.
You guys, you might think that these
because he's basically the closest thing we have to a villain in the movie, right?
Yeah.
There's only one lady in my life.
True.
She's the infomercial. She's all I know. And what more life is there than the actual living of it? So, hey.
I love the way you look. You're like.
And like this guy walking in the background.
Right, who were the people walking in the back?
They were just extras that we lucked upon. They were just there.
That was amazing. Oh.
Great.
Calls him Socrates.
Great.
And then Steve's dancing.
Steve.
I think we wanted Steve to be in a really great mood when he gets the call from the Depression Institute.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
Look at that phone.
Those phones date it, don't they?
Oh my
Oh
God.
my goodness.
This is the one time, all the time party.
That's right.
Even the name of the woman on the phone is Phyllis Dickel. I think they're just great names throughout.
And my participation can help just one person. It'll be worth it. Money's not important.
Now that's acting right there.
Yeah, it is.
That is acting. You can see it.
This is, I think she's.
How did you choose that activity, Dave, to be doing in the park?
He's like, I think I'm going to go to the park and.
It was the most random stuff we would put in this movie.
Oh, what am I wearing?
I love how you're just trying to get it back going.
Oh, hey, how are you doing? I thought you were supposed to call me last night.
She's not happy.
I was going to, but I can't remember why I couldn't.
You weren't going to call.
No, I was good.
No, I could tell. As soon as I gave you my number, you weren't going to call.
Oh, snap.
Make up excuses.
Elisa, what did your kids think of seeing you in this?
Smart, pretty.
They thought I was cute.
It's terrible. Probably the worst I've ever seen.
You didn't even know my
I mean, have they seen you act before in other things? Or
No,
Nothing?
Not my
Deep Space Nine?
idiot.
No.
My roommate.
Didn't you do Deep Space Nine like right
No,
after
I
this?
did Babylon 5.
Babylon 5. Okay, right.
On 5. So, Elisa, how did they find you? Did you see did you guys put an ad out for actors?
yeah, we put it in
Yeah,
the
I
casting
think-
call.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was cast.
Like,
This is not
or something?
We probably, Tony, I think we probably
I'm gonna
looked at like 10, 20 people trying to find like the right person.
Oh
It
yeah.
was in like Drama Log or something.
Drama
Yeah,
log.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Well, you know, casting I did have a bit of a background in, so I actually
That's
could-
right.
You know what I mean? I mean, actually,
You crushed it. You
Yeah.
crushed the casting.
Do you remember how we found Anne? Wasn't she a friend of someone else?
Well, and I initially came in and I read for her part.
Is that right?
right.
Yeah, and you guys were like, we don't want you to read for that part. And I was like, well, I prepared it. So like, let me read for this part and then we can talk about something else. And you guys were like, no.
I remember Dave saying there were a couple of buckets. You had these big paint buckets full of headshots. Does that sound familiar? And I guess they were mailed to your house. To
Yeah,
house
Yeah.
yeah.
And then you took them all out, and they were literally
You're right.
Yeah.
stacks and stacks. And then you auditioned from that.
People
Yeah.
were very, very desperate to be in movies back then.
Yes.
And Ann West was just perfect. I'm glad that it worked out that way.
Yeah, she was amazing.
And look at the magazine Steve's holding here. This is like as relevant as ever. A white male and worried.
Oh, no. This is just a
You think Harvey is like a Trumper now? He's gone completely off the rails.
He's off the rails.
Which one, Tolliver or
Harvey.
Harvey?
Harvey.
No, we already decided that Tolliver and Devereaux are apolitical, but they just go to try to pick up chicks at protests, right?
Love this, the nurse with the
Well, and that's the only reason that Tulliver tags along on these kind of trips. There might be an opportunity to meet chicks.
Pick me chicks. I did like this scene with Dan Class, who played the doctor,
Oh,
and
he was
Oh
great.
my God, so
He
funny.
did it. Fantastic.
he's been in a lot of stuff, and he is actually one of the original podcasters. Like if you look up who started podcasting, Dan Class is like one of the grandfathers of podcasting now.
Wow.
Yeah,
Is he smoking?
yeah. All the doctors in this movie were smoking.
They were doctors in 1960.
I love the black and white feel makes it even better.
Absolutely.
And not like
Well, you know what? I love older Woody Allen movies, like when I was younger, and I'll never forget. I think it's Annie Hall in the flashback when he goes to see a doctor, and the doctor's just smoking in the office, and it was just like, well, Steve's smoking too. They're both smoking.
Yeah.
they're sharing a cigarette.
Yeah.
Oh, he bummed it. That's right. He bummed it from him. Can I take a drag? Now, a lot of people don't know this, Steve, but this is also based on your real life, right?
Correct. And I was very nervous about, putting myself out there, so to speak.
Mhm.
So I think it was very brave of me to do this.
We beat Boogie Nights by like 4 years into having that full frontal shot.
Yeah, you were super
Wearing work
vulnerable.
boots.
Using any growth stimulants or anything like that?
I like how the doctor doesn't think this is a problem at all. Like he just wishes he could somehow harness this.
He's not a very good doctor.
He's not a good doctor.
Really does it save up or something? Could that be it? No.
Didn't save up.
You might be able to put a joint of pre-show. That's a good point. Hey.
Hey.
The old double take.
The old double take.
Yep.
Now the doctor's pouring them a nice whiskey. 2 glasses to celebrate.
That's great.
Office for this. What doctor let us film in their office?
I don't even
remember, Tony.
I don't even remember, to be honest.
Maybe that's at the VA too.
No, that wasn't. That was actually the Valley Medical Center. When you saw the outside, that's the same one.
Yeah.
So this whole scene was included in the IFFM trailer. It sandwiched some of the other shots, and we just let it play because it was like a self-contained example of kind of like what the film was about.
Hey, Tamara's Harvey, my roommate.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What have you guys been doing? Just a little romantic dinner time with a little great breakfast. Hey, that is romantic.
Yeah, I've never been there before. My only frame of reference is that Laverne and Shirley episode, when they get stuck in it.
Oh, Christ, yeah, that happens all the time.
Hey, happened to us.
I remember Steve drinking that Crazy Horse for real, and I think people were passing it around the set and swigging from it.
That was Otto.
It was just iced tea or something like that, right?
I don't think so.
No, I think it was the real
I
stuff.
think it was the real deal.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
We
great.
loosened up before a couple of those
You know what?
scenes.
We can
Yeah.
go on a double date. That way you get a chance to talk further.
I love when Steve just did that.
Great.
What's that thing? You've been talking that thing. This is loaded with like little personal jokes.
Well, yeah, you're right. And you know what that was? I believe that was, Steve, wasn't that someone's impression of Arsenio Hall on SNL?
It was Rob Lowe.
No,
What's that
no.
thing? Wasn't it?
Someone did Arsenio Hall on SNL. I don't know if it was Tim Meadows or someone else, but they're like, he did a thing somewhere else. What was that all about? Like, and so I think that was the thing. Man, this is a very intense scene here.
I know we were going for it.
Don't show the kids that one there.
No,
Elisa.
don't show that.
How many takes did you do of that one, Dave?
Oh my God.
Yeah, really.
That was
Yeah,
a
we burned
one-taker.
through a lot of film on that one. Yeah, I love this line.
Oh, yeah, this is, she says, don't you have another one, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
I think so.
I got these almost
2 years ago.
2 years ago. There should be one more.
Yeah. Coming back to 3.
That's right. They come back to 3.
Yeah.
Someone told me that there was a movie that was almost like this whole scene. Someone did a feature film that was almost like the same scene, except strung out over the course of the film. And I don't know if Jennifer Love Hewitt was in it or something, but it was kind of like one night this guy is trying to go out to get a condom or something, and all these things happen to him. Do you remember that, Tony? It's like 2 years after this.
Oh God, I don't know. But I know we've been ripped off quite a bit.
That's right.
Nothing we can do about it. It's where genius happens, you know.
That's a Beavis and Butthead keychain. So
We'll explain in a moment.
Okay.
all right.
I mean, it's ridiculous that we even got the store, by the way, but just cracks me up. But go ahead.
The Magnolia Liquor Market.
Yep, and then this scene right here.
But
When
is
it's
this,
coming back.
Tony, is this the same store, or did we go to a different store for the interior?
No,
the
same store.
Oh.
And you fell. That's
For real.
amazing. For real.
Look at that, like Reservoir Dogs outfit too. This is Scott Nell playing the clerk.
He was amazing.
Lee, was he in Anthony's acting class with us? Scott Nail?
I don't remember him in the class.
Okay. For some reason I thought he was.
You know what, Paul? He might have been for a little while.
Okay.
Because I know he and Anthony did know each other, and but I think he was for a little while.
Okay. I thought I remembered him being.
Roommates with him.
What's that?
Remember that, Tony? I almost rented a house with him.
I vaguely remember that. Yeah. Holy crap.
He like wanted to meet me. He like auditioned me to be his roommate, and I didn't pass the.
He was an
That guy?
He decided to pass.
Yeah,
We're gonna pass on you.
same way. He's an interesting dude.
This is hysterical.
Keith and Morgan.
So this the two yuppie robbers. Yeah.
With a mace.
With a mace. And it's a shame you can't see it because I don't know who had the prop, but it's literally like a medieval mace that they're using to hold up people.
So is Morgan Margolis, is he still acting, do you know?
No, I think he runs
He was
The knit factory.
yeah, the what factory? The
knitting factory.
The knitting factory, like the bars and the concerts and all that stuff.
yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Morgan's dad is Mark Margolis, great character actor, has been in a million things, Breaking Bad, Pie, etc.
I see. I talked to Morgan through Instagram, believe it or not. Just, back and forth. But
We got a job to do. I respect that guy. Really.
Everyone we knew we put in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
His beeper going off is classic, though. Everybody's an actor. Everybody's an actor.
It's his agent.
An audition.
It's very LA. So where we shot this was Jamie's house. The same night we shot the car with the fake background.
yeah,
We were able to get this. You guys did a really good job with the schedule because that's the kind of thing you had to think about and do ahead of time. This was a completely different day and time than the rest of this scene.
that's right.
Give us 20.
And no one knows math.
I love that. I love that he asked you to hold the mace while he does his calculations.
Very moody. This black and white. It looks like M.
There it is. He's holding it.
And so actually, I'm trying to think. So Paul, who did the trailer, told me that Jessica Landau, who edited this, she does like big time stuff now. She directs TV and everything.
I believe it.
Did you know Jessica? Like, how did we get her? Do you remember?
We found her on a cast and crew. I actually just found her on when we put the crew call. The casting call stuff out, and I knew that she could. She had her own editing facility, so.
Right. This was Kevin, one of the camera operator that comes up in the red hat here.
You can't see him.
I know.
Should have been operating the camera.
Yeah.
He really wanted him to say pretty, please.
These guys are just incredible. You guys, it's just such great character actors. Everybody.
Yeah, that's great.
And Tony, this was a hard location to get. Remember, we lost the original location, and Tony ran down the street to get another one. And then they got on the phone. The guy acquiesced and said it's okay.
Yep. Yeah, we got this. Literally last second. You're right. Yep.
But look, this is like the best lit scene in the movie right here. This the fluorescent lights.
Yeah, we didn't have to use anything to light this.
I did almost get hit by a car here. You can see it's like really close to me.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This one right there. Yeah. Yeah, that almost got you. Yeah, that would have ended the movie pretty quickly.
And then she's sacked out. I believe it's like an 8 or 10 minute scene, like from beginning to end.
Oh, you got you right back.
Yeah.
It's very, very sad.
We got a lot of those internet scenes.
This is good here with Steve with the crazy horse.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He can't be bothered to have the ashtray anywhere, but just right on his stomach.
Mystery Science Theater is coming on in 5 minutes.
And we get to see the boat for the first time. So a little foreshadowing.
Oh my God, the boat. I forgot about the boats. Jesus. Remember who was it that was underneath there getting sick as crap? One of the
My brother Dan was throwing up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he was throwing up. If you guys ever watch the behind the scenes, there's a lot of footage of us on the boat and going out there. Elise, I believe you were doing the Adam Sandler bit about like, give me some candy. I'm crazy straw hat wearing girl.
Okay.
Whose boat?
That was Jamie's.
Yeah, Jane. They still have that boat. That boat is still around.
Wow.
And they've had it since 1974. So this was already 20 years old, this boat here, and they still have it.
Oh, and that's in Marina Del Rey.
And this is the first dissolve. Remember, we were only allowed 2 dissolves,
That's right.
Tony? We had to decide where to use the dissolve, and this was it. Like, this is where all the money was spent in post.
That's right.
Just to have a damn dissolve.
Crazy.
Right there.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first shot of the film right here, when I get hit with the ball.
Yep.
That's the very first day, the very first shot that we filmed.
Yep. That's right.
Great outfit, Steve.
He's got that Bjorn Borg look about him.
I know.
Get away from all the bullshit.
You know, Lee, getting back to what you were talking about, like what it was, the point or the impetus of doing it, there's a thread through the things I do, and includes the last thing that I've worked on. It's like, what is the meaning of life? Like, what is the purpose of work? Like, what do you get from it? What do you get out of it? I think Elisa has her little Oscar speech towards the end, but it's like, what do you do? What do you do? How do you spend your life, and what does it mean to you? And like the idea that we were in our 20s and asking the kind of those questions. Yeah, it's a ridiculous, surreal kind of absurdist comedy, but those questions haven't changed. I still ask those very same questions, and I think in this day and age, they're just as relevant as ever.
Yeah, I don't know that everyone in their 20s asks themselves those questions. Some people are just, but maybe they do.
Maybe they do. Oh, I remember Morgan saying that when we were in the editing bay. He asked how old I was. I was like 24, and he was like, "Geez, what are you waiting for? What took you so long?" Like, he couldn't believe that, we were in our early 20s and had made this film and just went out and tried to do it. Because it was a lot harder back then to make a film.
What is this game we're playing on the table? What is
That's
that?
Loop and Louie. We actually did play that for real, right, Steve?
Golden Boy.
We didn't give Golden Boy a line in this whole scene.
I mean, you guys, you did a great
He
job.
was just eye candy.
Who's that?
Jamie.
Jamie.
You should just quit. Use them. You can't just quit your job and drop a hat, When you talk about having a career and stuff like that, it's not going to come up and bite you on the ass. You have to go out and make it happen.
I mean, it's, if you look at it, even if it's everyday life, it's still poking fun at, in looking at the humorous side of what we lived at that time,
Yeah.
in finding the humor in it, which was really, you did a great job on that.
I tell you something, it's true, isn't it? You don't really want a job. No, we just want the money.
We just want the money.
I'm glad to have this job. I'm thankful. I feel like I'm doing something. I'm not working. I'm ecstatic about it. I'm happy to be working. I fucking hate this job. Quit.
Quinn is the go-getter of this group, that's for sure.
That's really sad. If Quinn's the go-getter.
It's my fault.
Now, where did this guy come from here, Dave?
This was, I think, a friend of a friend too that knew this guy. I think his name's David Corrigan, and he was like, kind of newish to town and wanted to be an actor and stuff. And
I thought he did really well with it as well.
Yeah.
He did.
Anyway.
He only had a bachelor's degree, so no wonder he had a shitty job.
I mean, I have no direction. I just always let things happen. You react. Exactly.
And here comes Saul.
Hey, Blake. Quinn. Who the hell are you? I need these shoes cleaned. It's very fine leather. and it's very important.
He's a little he was a little bit like Ted Knight too in Caddyshack, like his character
Yeah,
had some of that going on.
totally.
Yeah, he is. You're right.
And he just gave you the finger.
Yep. There's Tracy Clausen.
That's right.
And wasn't this Ken Scott's girlfriend at the time?
Yeah.
Or?
Yep.
No, wait, I thought wasn't
She
Tyra?
was later.
Oh, okay.
During
Oh,
the
that's
10
right.
days of filming, there were 2 different girlfriends.
Yeah.
Well,
We captured it on film.
yeah, that's true.
It was a slice of life.
Yeah, I don't remember what her name was. She changed it, but I can't remember what it is after that, after Tracy.
Yeah, I think she had a stage name.
What the hell are you doing? I'm still walking around with fucking socks. Now get those shoes on pronto. Chop chop, Hop Sing. Sawberry, this is Liz. She's auditioning for part of the Juice Girl. I don't know if you ever.
If you notice, like when they do go into the room together, we have pig sounds like oinking. Like, I don't know if you can make it out once they're in there. Like you hear it. It's fairly prevalent.
Hold on, sorry to go as far as that.
Yeah, that's right.
They kind of deserve each other at this point here.
Make sure I stood during this audition. Yeah, people make me sick. She's good in my ass.
You hear it?
Yeah.
Where was that though? Where did we film that?
Hey, Carl, what's in the box?
This was just someone new, and it was like an insurance office or something
That's what
somewhere.
I thought. Yeah.
Throw it out.
Here's the Bloby. I actually drew that box. If you can tell, it's hand drawn.
We could have used that during quarantine for sure.
I could use it right now. These random scenes with these 2 guys just doing stupid shit.
I just love the plant.
Yeah.
As you know, we only offer membership to those who
A lot of mood lighting with these shadows.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he had no clue how to light a scene, which is just hilarious. It actually works.
Matt, if you're watching, that's all Tony. That's not me.
Yeah, if it was a film noir, it would have been perfect.
Right.
Blind, Venetian blind shadows.
That was our tiny Elvis that we had.
Oh my God, this is so funny.
I think it was right before we did this scene. Someone goes, "Hey, there's a scene in Wayne's World." I was like, "What do you mean?" And I'd never seen Wayne's World, and apparently there is some kind of
There is. Same thing. Yeah.
So instead of changing, I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just make a line where I say I never saw Wayne's World," so that kind of absolved me of it because I had never seen it, and I think I'd written it before. I'd never known that.
That's great.
What's in the instructions? Yeah, but that's a shop vac. I mean, that's like industrial strength or something.
Yeah.
And then from this point on, Harvey's character, or Steve's character, Harvey, only has a hat on. Like, it must just be this hole that's in his head that he tries to cover up the rest of the film.
Right. It's great that he's just willing to do it.
Wait, did he have different clothes on? What was going on?
It was just these rapid cuts. And this was so hard to film with this backdrop and this.
That was just hilarious.
It looks so cool.
Well, I think the joke was like, when the film was in color, the background was black and white, so it had this kind of weird kind of look to it.
I love that scene.
I do too. I wish it wasn't so dark, but it's you can still at least see our faces kind of, so it's almost like the Meet the Beatles.
That's right. And here's when you let's see if we can see the guy chasing you.
And that's you, Tony, that's coming up.
That is.
Did you have people rocking the car?
Yeah, they were rocking the car.
Yeah.
Here's Tony running behind us because it was just like an end of the film thing. I was like, wait, who's this guy? He's huge.
Yeah. Here I am running after you guys.
Hey, Steve, did you enjoy working with, what's her name?
And
West. Did you guys have good rapport and did you just meet before you did this scene?
Hey, drive the car.
Yeah. I don't remember if this is the first scene we did together or not, Dave.
I think it was because I think this was pretty early when we shot this, and I think this was not long after I was sick, and we shot up at Jamie's house.
That's true. You guys are perfect for each other too. It's great.
Nowadays, it's no big deal. But we had to take the windshield out. They had to set up. I mean, it was like a lot to get that rear projection. Like nowadays, just put a green screen up, no big deal. But it took forever to do. Here's another great sign the guy did. The House of Haggis sign was probably his best.
Yeah, it really was.
We had an actual bagpiper. We got a guy that played the bagpipes.
And that was a great location as well.
Yeah.
Do you remember what that restaurant was?
I can't remember.
That Italian restaurant on Magnolia, isn't it? That one with the oak barrels outside.
I thought it's called like the North Woods Inn or something.
I don't know. Maybe.
I think that's where we had the rap party.
We did. We had the rap party. You're right. We did for sure. Yeah.
Again.
Is this the right place?
That's what I was told.
House of Haggis?
Oh, I hear it's good.
I do like this scene.
I think your uncle might be able to take my case.
I'd have to know the details of the case.
Well, we have all night.
I hope this place has raviolis.
That's right.
Yeah, our entire apartment stinks of it. What?
Yeah, I haven't watched this scene in forever. It's great.
Are you David Cassidy or something? It's only been a couple weeks.
Oh, that's right, I think.
This place is not shit.
I'm not really hungry. Isn't it strange?
What?
Well, just how we're all sitting here at this time and place, and how we find ourselves in certain situations. When we look back on them years later, wonder how you got there and what it all means.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. Yeah, that's good here.
Well, we got all kinds of haggis, and we got a special blood sausage pot pie that's really great. It's made with a special salsa sauce. It gives it a sort of a Mexican.
That is so disgusting.
The Mexican flair.
Yeah.
I don't even know what half the shit on the menu is. Why don't you just relax? Easy, Tamara. The name is Tamara.
Come on, ladies.
Oh, shut up. I know what you mean.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the philosophy of NoHo here.
People in this setting. There's so many different directions that our lives can take. The intricacies are staggering.
It really is beyond our understanding. I mean, I do think there's a certain beauty to the complex web of human behavior and how it all passes through the universe. I mean, it's almost...
We really needed to get new friends, I think.
You bitch!
I think we might have been holding you back a little bit.
Take that hat off. That's like a Seinfeld scene right there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, someone else described this to me back then. It was like, it's like the anti-Friends, because Friends was kind of popular around that same time. And there's, here's the, one of our best, most beautiful shots here coming up.
That's amazing.
Right there.
So, Tony, I think you were going to talk a little bit about this, how disturbing that place was.
Well, so you remember we were shooting there really late at night.
Yeah.
And we kept hearing this sound, and it was weird. It was like a clicking sound, almost like a, and it was coming off in the dark. And we're like, what the heck is going on down the hall? And so we were a little bit freaked out to go down there and check it out, but we figured we had to. So we literally went with flashlights down the hall and came across an old vet that had been, that was like, literally he had a hip that you could hear clicking as he walked. It was just this random dude that was on the premises, and he shouldn't even have been on there. He was just walking.
That's creepy.
So creepy.
And Dave, this is a little bit of an homage to Cuckoo's Nest too, right?
Yeah, the guy that plays Big Chuck is like chief. And the two doctors, Dr. Holden and Caulfield there, Carrie David was one of the doctors. Now she's like a big documentary filmmaker. She just did this African poaching film that's like
all kinds of awards on the Today Show.
Yeah. She's got like a foundation too that like anti-poaching.
The same cross.
I still talk to Carrie, actually.
Yeah, well, I'm friends with her on Facebook. And this line here is from a commercial that ran all the time.
God damn it, Whiteman. If you can't hack this job, look somewhere else.
It was like a,
Cut out for the entertainment
it was like a law firm commercial.
Infomercials and art form, yes. But it's also business, and it has to be run like clockwork. So when one
There's also an anti Gen X screed that he has here that's very appropriate even today.
You know, the problem with all you lackers is it's your bitterness, it's your inability to achieve upward mobility. You
Got a picture of
so
himself
wrapped
on
up in the environment.
It's a picture of himself, yeah.
MTV and a bunch of
That's a great.
Own headshot.
He says you're all wrapped up in the environment and the internet. The internet was just born. Like the internet wasn't, it just happened that year.
No, I thought that when I saw this.
Yeah. And the MTV, I mean, I guess MTV's still around.
You're way ahead of your time, Dave.
And then this line here about, give me Don Abernathy, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a running joke.
That was hilarious. John Abernathy, man. Unbelievable. We never let that go.
Like, look at this location. You can't make something that looks like that.
Really.
I love this. This is so funny.
The sad part here is, she says, what about this one? He says, it looks like a guy being stabbed in the back of the head with a dagger, or I see a guy being stabbed in the back of the head with a dagger. I had actually made a card that looked like a guy being stabbed with a dagger, and then when we shot it, like, we didn't use it. I was so bummed seeing that later.
But then he's like, and some bunnies and stuff.
Yes.
Well, and all the disturbing things he's saying, she said that she has him repeat, Wooly?
Wooly.
Yeah. Wooly?
Yeah. That's true.
And this is very much like a documentary right here, this part.
Almost 7 in the morning.
I remember nailing this in the rehearsal, and it got a little off track when we shot it. I think you had to go to the table and editing because of it, Dave.
Well, I think it went long, and Jessica thought, well, we'll have to cover it and cut because it was only one take. So it's like we couldn't cut within it. And we had just this B-roll of like the table, which was fine.
You're talking drugs, right? No,
I do enjoy this scene and the scene coming up where they're selling the drugs to the guys.
These guys don't know crack.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah, we'll hook these guys up. Even before I know what I want to do, the wheels in my mind are starting to grind.
Paul, you had like a real smoldering James Dean thing going on back then.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing. Neither do we. Yeah.
Was everybody smoking? I mean, everybody was. No, you
Paul
didn't
was smoking.
I've been through Texas.
Paul smoked.
When I
Steve
watched the
smoked.
behind the scenes, a lot of you guys were out there smoking.
They'll right on the head, my friend. I mean, it's a cool $2,000. I could pocket.
Yeah, I think this had to be sped up. We had to like cut some of the dialogue together.
Oh, right. That's why you did this. I remember that.
Oh, come on.
You're right.
Drugs are supposed to be wrong. We're doing these guys a favor. We'll look out for the welfare. I don't know, man.
It's
Now,
like
this is not based on a real. Nobody sold drugs to anybody.
fake drugs. No, I don't think so. I think we try to avoid that in real life.
Did you do this solely to do the Mentos takeoff?
At what
Kind
point?
of.
Oh my gosh, I forgot all about that.
At what point is that line?
That kind of shows like the type of comedy we're going for, where you could take a drug deal that goes wrong and turn it into a Mentos ad.
And back into nature.
So this is Betty who got us the location,
Oh, the next where you feel about me.
and she's smoking too. Another doctor.
That's right. I remember her. Wow.
We're like, let's give her a line, and she was great.
Yep.
Niacin is like a giant wire mesh breast.
Like Breaking Bad.
Wait, how about this one? I'm giant one-eyed fly man.
And did you have that shirt made, Dave? Explore Debt?
Explore Debt, yeah, because that was another of like the phrases of NoHo.
I just remember in real life, like, remember, Steve, like, you had like 18 credit cards and you just sort of like, I can't believe that wasn't like in the movie. Because you just had like, you had
It
a
was in the
stack of
movie.
credit
It wasn't.
That's how they
that great.
decorated their Christmas tree each year. Was with credit cards.
We did. We put credit cards on the Christmas tree because there's like 50 of them. No, that is in the movie, Tony. Like, I come home before the blow bee scene. He goes, "Hey, I got another thing in the mail." It says, we only offer these to people who achieve a certain level of financial success. It's like, the bitter irony.
That was great.
My brother's a big fan of this scene coming up with the drug deal with the Hal Linden code word, Paul.
I see all you guys.
I think that scene should have made this film the feel-good movie of the year.
This one?
No, the Mentos.
The Mentos
coming up.
Yeah, the Mentos commercial is fantastic. It really is. Just it breaks into a Mentos commercial. It's ridiculous.
And here's Steve's great homage to Nicholson and Cuckoo's Nest, right here. Really went for it, Steve.
That this is an even better performance than Nicholson.
Yeah.
God damn it, Chuck, you blew them off.
So good. That's so good, Steve.
This guy was good too. I'm trying to remember his name. It's like he had one line, but he was great.
Yeah.
So Kerry, the cowboy here's. I love that guy. What was his last name?
Kerry
Thompson? Is it Kerry Thompson?
I think Kerry Thompson, and he's still acting. I see him. He's like, I saw him on IMDb. He's still.
That hat just became a thing. I think I took it from the set of Blossom or something.
Look at those 90s jeans too, guys.
I mean, oh God, it's amazing.
There's Pete.
Pete Harris. Perfect for this part though.
Yeah, he really is.
That's the code. I don't know anything about a code. I mean, neither.
What code?
Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I think he did say something about that, but I don't know what.
Yeah, he was great in that. The other guy was great in that too.
I like how he yells, "This is the drug deal."
I was supposed to say Hal Linden, which I did, and then you were supposed to say Barney Miller. Yeah, that's right, Barney Miller. Barney Miller was a TV show in the 70s. Hal Linden was the actor who played him. I was supposed to say the actor's name. And
Devereaux looks very uncomfortable doing this.
Yeah.
He says, that's my favorite line David gave me. So these are the guys, right?
Yeah.
You never know who's around here.
Yeah. Don't stand out at all. Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Leah's a great line too. When like after he goes, "Don't worry, we know our coke," and Leah's like, "You do?" And it's very Michael J. Fox. Like you got to pay attention here.
Yeah, that's hey,
You're right.
conversation, guys. Can we get on with this? All right, let's do this.
We know our coke.
All right.
Here it is. Now.
That's right. Pete's line is this.
That
is
real non-discreet bag we brought it into.
You boys ain't got to worry. We know our coke. You do. Let's see the money.
Right.
Oh yeah, and the envelope to scroll like drug money real big.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's it then.
This might be the greatest drug deal scene on film in
For
history.
real.
Yeah.
Like, he
Easily.
just takes a big handful of it.
Yeah.
Fucking flour.
Run.
Very stylized.
Who did the music to this?
Damon Stout did the music for the whole film, and so he did even these little bits and pieces.
I love that. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's great.
This is so silly. Oh my God.
The
I
old
like how
trip.
Paul picks up the bag of flour for no reason.
I'll start throwing it at him.
And he runs straight. They're like,
Matt,
"Darn it,
smile.
we give up."
You
He's
guys.
so pleased with himself.
And that laughter.
That's great.
I think people still know Mentos ads.
Yeah. That's great.
That's Freshmacher.
That's great.
Not for a couple of hours. She's at her men's meeting.
This is back at Ken's apartment.
I think it's a group of.
Yeah, I remember this.
egos who are trying to take over
You don't call it a sofa. I don't know what it is. But,
Remember that couch?
yeah, he's had it a long time.
Yep.
Why can't people just be? I mean,
Lisa, this is your big Oscar scene.
agenda.
I think we were going to do that Wayne's World thing where we have Oscar clip underneath, like,
You should
Lincoln.
have.
I feel like it's chucking everything's getting away from the crap.
Crap are you referring to that?
I don't know. I mean, big service to society. I mean, doesn't it seem like everyone's just going in circles?
It's almost like you're the traditional man role here, where you've got your arm around me, and
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, it's true.
I was very progressive. I was very progressive back then, right?
Where's Alejandra right now?
She's working.
When it's all over, there's some guy standing there in a white robe, and he asks you what you did, and you say,
Yeah, this is the money shot.
"An insurance
Yeah.
company,
That's the clip they play at the
5
Oscars.
days a week, 8 hours a day."
Well, she's definitely lamenting working at an insurance company every day.
You know, my boss yelling at me every
Dave,
day.
you write great female lead roles. You know what I mean?
You and Woody Allen write the best women.
I try. Actually, the film that I'm working on now is called Mary Tyler Millennial, and it's like 5 female leads, and they're all amazing. Like, they're really, really good. And
That's awesome.
I'm really glad to have that coming out too.
I love Mary Tyler Moore, man. That show was unbelievable.
But this is like a new age version of it.
Closing. Just give me a few minutes. One.
This guy was great too. The guy that plays the robber.
Oh, he was amazing. Who is he?
I forget his name.
Yeah, how did we find him?
And he takes his mask off to like, hey, I gotta make sure you hear me.
My heart bleeds for
I
you.
know you got some money in the drawer. Now open it up. Hey, hey. You want it in a bag?
Yeah, in a bag.
He's incredible.
I was really hitting him pretty hard with that tape.
God, I beat a man's test.
Pippi Longstocking.
And it actually was a Pippi Longstocking tape we had found.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I like how it gives you the discount.
No new releases.
No new releases though.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, it's a time capsule. Video stores, payphones.
Works at golf and stuff.
Paul, you just casually reading a Playboy.
Successful closing.
That's where Tolbert finds a lot of his philosophical knowledge.
Attend college and become a doctor. No college, janitorial assistant in Reseda. Hey, Quinn, how long are you going to go on with that? So I get my entire graduating class. It's really starting to bring you down, man. Yeah, me too, man. Anything good ever happened to your classmate? Let's see. No. As far as I know, it's a perfect unbroken chain of
And there's another thing that you'll notice, like we used to have the sirens in the background a lot. And as the movie progressed, there's more and more sirens. And then at the end here, when Harvey comes in, they just blast through the door.
Hey, hello, guys. So, how was it? Well, it was okay. They found the outdoor jam, though. What, that you weren't really depressed? Yeah. How'd they do that? I let my guard down. They caught me in an upbeat mood. Yeah, so anyway, I'm not going to get paid. Now I just sue them if I want to
Now
get
he's going to sue him.
He's got to sue them.
So, speaking of that,
Let my guard down. They caught me in an upbeat mood. I love
The
that.
scam didn't work, so now he's going to sue him.
well, looks like I'm not going to get my settlement. Nothing. Big Buckeye, buddy.
So there is a story. These
What is
two
that?
guys, there is a progression.
Westbrook threw around the wheel well. Don't let that happen again. Jeez, you're lucky I even let you keep the shop for so long.
What the hell's wrong with you?
What the hell's wrong with you? I'm gonna fuck up and you're out of here. You hear me? All right.
Mr. Barry, don't open up the call.
More Don Abernathy.
Yeah.
What I said about the wax around the wheel well.
So Don Abernathy was a guy that me and Steve had seen some ad in Variety or something. This guy took out an ad about all his ideas that he had, and they're all available for sale. And he had little like synopsis of his ideas, and one of them was the stained cross, which
Oh my
Barry
gosh,
talks
I
about.
remember that.
The stained cross.
The stained
All right,
cross.
you put this to your advantage.
Yep.
And here's Harvey finally making the decision to use what God has given him.
I wonder if Don Abernathy ever saw this film.
We used to worry about that. Me and Steve had written a letter to him, like pretending to be from some British film company about how brilliant the stained cross was, and we wanted to make the film.
Oh my God.
We tried to catfish him.
It was a very detailed, long-term prank. Payphones, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what? After this, my production career, no one would hire me, so I ended up having to do cartoons. So now I've been in the animation space for like 15 years. So.
This ended a lot of careers.
I know, but it's really, really important. Yeah, it's not actually on San Fernando. There's like
Lee, I'm glad that you've overcome this film and you've gone on to do a lot of big roles.
I switched my name to Spencer Lee, so no one would know.
That's right. Your IMDb got very different.
I was able to use the one line of German that I remember. I took about 9 weeks of German back in 10th grade before I moved. So that line actually means the television set is broken again. So I guess we used it as like a code for the car thief guys.
And the Jaguar was Jamie's, right?
Yeah, it's Jamie's. Jamie used to deliver pizza. This is my cousin. He still delivered pizza in this Jaguar. These guys were great too. Hans Uter.
Right. Yeah.
Hans Uter.
Hans Uter.
His Elvis glasses.
How did we find? I don't even know how we found all these guys, man.
Everyone was perfect though. Like everyone that's in this was just perfect for their role.
They were. They really were. It was so well done.
All right, but I don't know. 5. 10. 8.
$8,000. This is the big payoff for everything. $8,000.
Okay. All right.
And remember, this car wouldn't start till after he goes to start it. It just kept turning over.
Here's a Jaguar.
Yeah. That's great.
That's your car, wasn't it, Elisa? There.
Oh my gosh, that is my car.
It's your old car.
Oh, it is. You're right. I remember that. Yep. Yep.
Kind of funny. Quinn's car in the beginning is a Beetle convertible.
Yeah.
And then, was that a Rabbit or what was this?
It was a cabriolet.
Cabriolet.
No, we're just going. What is it, the kidnapping? Well, more or less, yes. It's a murder.
Oh, it's for my own good.
Yeah, mine too.
Immortalized.
I like this next shot. There's a little religious imagery here as it pans down on the boat. Totally on purpose. This is one of the few times we used lav mics, I think, because we were mic'd for this long shot.
Wait a second. We're going on a boat? I can't think that can work.
Yeah, we were in Playa del Rey, right?
No, that's Marina del Rey.
It's Marina del Rey? Okay.
Whose boat is this?
This boat? It's it's mine. Yeah, it's a great day to set sail, don't you think?
You can't run away from the world, you know.
Yeah, but you can try and make it a good chase.
$8,000. That's how far do you think we got with $8,000 and a stolen boat?
Yeah, you got out of the harbor.
It's what, Steve?
I said you got out of the harbor. And then you
Right.
No, $8,000 back in the mid '90s.
You got a little ways, I think.
Yeah. We see a little insert of the Publishers Clearinghouse prize patrol. Back to Odyssey.
Odyssey video.
He was so pleased with himself putting tape on that dinosaur.
Oh, Jesus. Why do you guys always do it close?
We look more ragged as this movie.
I think Quinn was the only one that kind of kept us together. Now we just kind of
Everything just fell apart. Lee,
I would guess I'm
definitely
concerned
had a style.
if I have the money for my late fees.
No, you can't let a Bob in those. Like friendships manifest themselves in strange ways. I'm sure we'll hear from them again.
Yeah, I mean, that's a slice of history right there. No one's really going to know what a video, our kids would know what a video store is,
Huge erection.
Who wants to see that?
Shit, that is hard.
That's great.
Maybe
You still
he
have
can
that
get us
tape?
chicks. The
We
last,
still have that tape?
the last line of the movie is maybe he can get us chicks.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was so rough out there too that day.
Yep.
Who's
Yeah, it
sailing
was
the
rough.
boat? Who's in control of the boat?
It was on like an autopilot, auto helm, and Jamie was down below, but it was so rough. I know my brother was throwing up. I think I don't know who was changing the magazines, but he was throwing up over the sides as he was changing the film.
Oh my gosh.
I remember throwing up off that boat on the way to Catalina.
You tell that story in the behind the scenes, Paul, when I come out with a sandwich and I get hit with the wave. But look how rough this is.
Yeah, look
here.
how rough it was. Yeah, it was a brutal day that day. I remember. Yeah.
In the original, when I did the first cut, we had wanted to get a bunch of great songs. We had like Buffalo Tom and Liz Phair. Like
That's right.
that was back in the days where you think you could get those things. It just didn't happen.
Yeah.
But this was a Buffalo Tom song originally.
Yeah. And I don't know if we got the rights to that or not, because
And that's it.
I think we.
Yeah. Tony Summers, good job, my friend.
That
Yeah.
was amazing.
And then Joe Brown, we always talk about. It was that might have been money that was ill-gotten.
Yeah, that's right. Because it was Peter's guy that
He knew some guy that had like money to invest, and that's what helped us like finish, like to get
Yeah.
like the final.
Something when I was rewatching this, the titles of some of Damon's songs are
Yeah.
great.
They're right on, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, you know what's crazy is like, in Lee had mentioned Matt Sohn, and I honestly don't think I've ever paid him to be in any film that I've ever done.
Yeah.
And that's a joke, but it's true. I don't think I've ever paid him to do anything. And he's been in all of the films that I've done.
That is funny.
And then he goes on to direct.
Is that his real last name?
So,
Michael Getz. Is that his last name?
That's his real last name. Yeah, he went by Bentley back then, I think too. But
He
wanted
went by
to-
Bentley. That's
Yeah,
why
he
I.
did.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then Ken was Kippy Winkenstaff because he was.
Yeah.
See,
Oh, that's
it as the orderly number one. I had
That was our Al.
yeah. My God, it was certainly a time, wasn't it, guys?
Yeah.
I mean, I love it that it documents that time and it documents the House of Low. Like, I can't think of another part of my life that's so well documented because it's so close. It was.
Right.
And it's my room and my friends and everything. So
Well,
I'm so grateful that this exists.
yeah, exactly. It was a very expensive home movie. Someone put it that way.
Yeah.
Oh, your sister did a song in this, Tony, right?
Right.
On to Stay. Okay.
Yep. She did. That's right. She
I
gave us.
believe the music here at the end was just the Chips theme song that Damon had made.
Remember, we got everything done at Photochem for like dirt cheap. That was.
Oh wait, we got to say our byes real quick. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it, and we hope the few people that watched this got something out of it. And take care. Bye.
Bye.
Hi.
Bye.
Whoa, he did that. Oh wait, this was the tag.
Oh, that's right.
I think that you had a little. I don't think they used to do that back then either.
Yeah, they probably didn't. We started that. That was like our Marvel.
Yeah, you started that thing at the end of the credits.
That was like our Marvel post-credit scene.
Right.
Well, that's it, guys. I think we did it.